Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he gets this up past the 30.
We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford over the middle. It's Amendola. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. A gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The ball carrier. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Open man is born. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Mostert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ballgame, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down. Almost back to the drawing board.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Makes the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Open man, Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 yards. And a 49er 1st down. Here we go.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 27, Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
8 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6 from the 10. This is Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, the pass complete. This one to Danny Amendola. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They hand it off to Mostert. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
We're going to get this off to Mostert, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On second down, Mostert. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 35.
Brought down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 5-yard line.
Now Scarborough.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Stafford on third down. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So on fourth down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Prater's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. And it's second down. By the way, I got to apologize, because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
They certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Garoppolo on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The 12-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And a 49er first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Garoppolo. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air and force a 4th down.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
28-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. And that'll push the lead up 4th to 17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's 2nd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the 2nd half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Here's James.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Now James returning. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
7 yards. And it's third down.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for Ford. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On first down, Stafford here. Got a man, that's Allison. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pick.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
On the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 41-yard punt there with no return. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Dwelly. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mostert. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mostert. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Complete to Deebo Samuel. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The Lions take over 1st and...
After the interception, here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. His pass caught at the 4.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Now stop. Rush coming in. He's taken down. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here comes the Lions punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Mostert a 1st down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Stafford on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Fred, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And incomplete. Brings up third down and 20.
The Lions on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be third and a mile. Out of the gun, Stafford. He finds an opening past the 40. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. They'll line up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for Ford.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
My good point there is they were able to connect. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here's James. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
On the pickup.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here come the Lions now. In that last touchdown drive, they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a dump off here complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. Here it's 3rd and 2. It's caught. Jones. Pass the Marvin Jones. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. 46 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. So when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now James returning. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now right away, he'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
This is Mostert. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Mostert. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Able to slither by. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, Stafford over the middle, and it's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he'll find Gallagher, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 37-yard line.
49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40.
Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So Stafford and the Lions now down 27-20, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Back to throw. Side by Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
To Marvin Jones. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. They'll look to throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. Score the touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Lions 20.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense set to take over. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They hand it off to Mostert. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 14 yards. And the Niners take advantage change of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Niners 41, Lions 20.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. But he won't quite make it to the 25. So out now come the Lions. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. D. Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From the end zone, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the third time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt.
By the 49ers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.